Hi you guys, I wanted to do a so I have this little piece of a card. Basically I think there were 4 or 6 on a 12 by 12 sheet, so I trimmed this off. You can kind of see at the top too that it was trimmed, and I'm gonna ink this up a little bit. Since this is red, I decided to do this in green. So I usually prefer to use cards 5 by 7. That's my most favorite size because it's just feels good in your hand. You can fit lots of projects and have them more organized. The small ones seem either too simple or too crammed for me usually most of the time. So that's why I prefer this size. So I'm just inking up the ends with the green ink pad just a little bit to make it fit a little bit more with the green background so it's not standing out so much. So it's already printed for me since Thanksgiving is around the corner. So I am going to be using this one. That's why I chose this one. And it's kind of a simple one since you don't have to add any of the letters, words, or anything else like that. You could if you want to, but we're just going to do it go simple today. So the way I start is, first of all, since this is 5 by 7 card base, 7, 5, but obviously it's folded in half, so you have an actual card that you open. So to it, we're gonna glue on first the green, and then we're gonna do the red, and then we'll go from there. So you just put the tape everywhere around here. This is the sequin tape. It's one of my favorite ones because it's very strong, and it you can actually tear it if you want to. You don't have to cut it with scissors, but it also has a nice a layer right here that you peel off. This one is strong, it doesn't rip when you pull it off just like that. So that's why I like this tape, and the adhesive is very good on it. So like I said, you can tear them just like that if you want to, or you can cut them with scissors, either way. I also use a different one in the middle just to make sure it holds on really well when I put it on to the card. And also, if you don't do that, what happens in the middle, it starts making this bubble kind of a thing. So that's how I make sure to have some kind of a adhesive in the middle. And this tape comes off pretty easy actually for me. Even if you don't have very big nails, it does a pretty good job. If you're having a hard time, all you have to do is just press on that corner, and then it comes off easy. So let's just put this right on here. What I do, I put the card upside down, and then I match up 3 sides. And by the way, the green one is just a quarter off from the back. So this is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. That way it makes it fits with a little bit of a border on the background. Same thing with this. So we're just going to do all 4 sides, and then do the middle, and then just put it right on to our card. And if by any chance any of this tape is sticking out, when you take off the lining that's on top, just go ahead and put it back against it. I'll show you in a minute, because I have a tiny bit of a corner sticking off right here, just a tiny one right here. So press on it for it to come off easy. Then just peel off this lining, and see, I have that tiny little bit sticking out right here. All you do is just fold it back in. Because it's double sided, it'll just adhere right back to it. taking all of these 4 off, and then the middle. Okay, now we're gonna just center it right on top of the card here. Okay, and what we're gonna do today, the extra we're gonna do to this card, is these leaves right here, we're gonna add these ones right up here. We're gonna do a couple of leaves on our own. I'll show you how to make them, and we'll just glue them right on top here. You could even add 1 or 2 extras if you want on there. It depends on how you like it. So the leaves, I either have the thin dies, these ones right here, they're really thin, wafer thin dies, or there's punches. So it kind of depends what you want to do. I have a few that are already punched out. So we're going to use these. The way you mold them, there's a tool set where it comes with the mats. So this was a thin one for the leaves, and this one's for the flowers, and then there's a tool set that came with it. So what you do is you put down your leaf and draw in the middle just like a main vein in there, and then just the little ones on the side, just like that. And you just basically follow the stems on there. I'll see if I can move it up here and do the second one to show you, like this. Let me grab a red leaf. It'll be easier to see it that way. There you go. So, do the main one first, just like that. And then go to the biggest ones first. And then just draw like this. Basically, just like a normal leaf, you would see have these veins on there. That's basically all you're doing. And I'll bring it up to see if it'll focus on there for me. Yeah, you can kind of see them right there. So that's all we're doing, is just drawing them in. Now, to make the leaf look more real, we're going to fold it and ink it. Since this is a red leaf, we're going to use the green ink for it. So first I'm going to start with the very middle. So where we drew the line, now I fold it right in like that. And just go really lightly, just like that. Gives us this line right in the middle. Seems kind of weird, but when you do all of it, it'll look perfect. Now we're going to fold the other one. And you can do it as lightly or as hard as you like. Totally kind of depends on what you want your leaf to look like. And then we're going to go over the very edge of the leaf. Just like that. And even though it's a green one, it actually makes the leaf look more dark. See if it'll focus that way. Like that. See? And now we're just going to mold the leaf. So we're going to fold it back. All those lines, we're going to fold them back. And as I hold this with the part where we inked on top, start bending the leaves backward now. Just like that. Just the tips of them. Like that. And you do that to all the leaves you're going to be using. So here's what we got. See? Makes it look more real. Just like that. And so, same thing with this one. Only I'm going to grab a red ink. Because leaves are changing color since it's fall. We're going to use a red one on this one. And red is very strong, so do be careful with the red ones and just barely use any of it, because they really give out color. So just a tiny bit, and just the tips a little bit on the edge. And with the leaves, you can't really screw up because they change color so unusually. So anywhere you put red, it will be just fine. Okay. Wipe my hands off a little bit. So, just same thing with this one. Hold it in the middle and just bend the tips of these leaves. Just like that. Okay, but the middle has to be folded towards the inside like that. And now we're just gonna glue these leaves right on here. So we're gonna use just some glue. You can use glue dots, you can use pop-up dots, you can even use the sticky tape. All depends on what you want to do. Even hot glue. So kind of up to you what you want to do. And you can just press it right in the middle. Try not to press the edges because it's going to flatten them out. So try to keep those as much as you can. And now we're going to glue this one maybe like that, a little bit off to add it to there. And then we're going to do a yellow or orange one just like they have on there. This one, since we have the green, so it picks up the red color a little bit more. We're going to just press on it so it glues on there. And then take a yellow one and do a yellow one. A little piece stuck on there. Okay, so same thing. Let's go over it one more time. So draw the line right in there, and then just the veins. And you can draw pretty much as many as you like. Obviously don't overdo it, but other than that, there's not really a wrong or right way of doing it. But you can also see the edges of the leaf, the way they're done in the punch or die cut. So you can actually kind of follow whatever they're doing there. So we're not going to need that. I'm going to put that away. And with this one, I'm going to use, actually I might do the red one again. Just a tiny bit in the middle, and then the edges of the leaf. Just a little bit. Like I said, with the red, you really can see the color. See? Just like that. And so now bend it back and fold the edges over, just like we were doing on everything else. Okay? Gonna put this one here, and then we're gonna find one more maple one, I think, in the yellow or something like that. So just basically hold it, let it start adhering, and you can let go. Okay, so let's see what we got here. What else we got in these leaves? So I have this one. The maple ones are mostly red, so I guess I'm not going to do a maple one. I guess I have a green one. Well, we'll see. I'll leave this here, we'll see. I'm just going to do this one. Same thing with this one. You just draw the middle. So it does not matter what kind of leaf you have. since it's a fall card, any kind of leaves in all the red, greens, oranges, all of those colors will do. And this one we're going to change it up a bit and do a green in the middle. So fold it back so you can ink it, just like that, and then do the edge. And then so fold it this way and do the tips or the edges of the leaf. Fold it the other way, and there we go. I'm going to glue this one on here. Gonna put it right on there, just like that. And so let's see if I want an extra one in here or not. Okay, and we'll ink it up in a little bit of red. Let's close this one up before I get my hands all dirty. Just a tiny bit of red here and there. Even if you color the whole leaf almost red, it's totally fine. Like that will work too. See how I inked it up a lot more than the rest. So, like I said, there's with the leaves, there's not really a wrong way of doing it. The only thing, do give it a minute to dry when you're done, and don't forget to fold the edges a little bit. And we can actually stick that one probably right there. And you can put as many as you like. You can even put them in a certain order if you want. You could even add anything else you want to it. This is kind of just like a simple version of what you can do. So here's what we have, and it gives it that 3D on the leaves right there. You could do a pumpkin or anything like that on here too if you want. This is a stamp I had that I did, so you can add that to the bottom, maybe right there if you like, to the card, to make it more of a fall pumpkin kind of a style right there. Or you can even put it up here to give it more color. And you can, like I said, you can use pop-up dots. So I have these ones. These are not very high. And just going to put a few of them on here. These are small, so I'm going to put 4 of them on here. Okay, take off the backings off of them. And we can put it right up here. Just like that. So, ta-da! Here's our Thanksgiving card. I hope you guys like it. You can add anything else you might want to it, anything to make you think of fall. But here's this one. If you want this card, let me know. Or if you want something similar or another card, just contact me and I can see if I can make it for you. I can let you know if I have. I don't really do Disney ones, but I do a lot of more natural ones. I prefer more of flowers, trees, that kind of more of a actual natural stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you like my new card, and come visit my shop. Don't forget to check out, and if you buy 5 or more cards at the same time, they will be only $3 per card, and the shipping will be just $3 for all of them together. And if you might come across, I might have special deals also. So just, I don't do cards for $1 a piece. It's just when they're handmade, it's just doesn't work for me. No matter how many I do, it still takes time. It still takes effort to make them. Unless I print them off of the computer, I can't do it at $1 a piece. But I do have sales, so go ahead and contact me, see how many you need, and we can see if the amount will work for you. If you have invitations or anything else you need me to make, I do have some simple wedding cards that you can buy that are a pretty good deal for the amount that you get. So, and don't forget to visit my online YouTube. So come see there. I hope you like my cards. Thank you very much for joining me and taking the time to watch. Thank you. Bye.